What's up everyone, Adam here at Speed Science. Hey, it's springtime in New Zealand, glorious sunshine, I think daylight savings tonight actually, and that means one thing, race season's starting up. So you guys in the northern hemisphere, obviously things are shutting down. In New Zealand things are ramping back up. Part of our arrangement with Motul Honda Cup series is that we open up the warehouse for the Auckland scrutineering. So today we've got a bunch of New Zealand's fastest Honda race cars coming into the shop. They'll be up on the hoist. The scrutineering team from Honda Cup will be going through them, making sure they're safe, making sure they're following the rules. They'll have the scales out to weigh them. So they'll be arriving shortly. We'll check them out and we'll just follow the process. Two kilos, so just do a calculation for you guys watching overseas into pounds. That is 2,424 pounds with driver on board. Honda Cut's got some regulations. You can't have any composite doors, so the doors all steel, which obviously makes a difference on how much guys can do weight-wise. Obviously all the aero then adds weight onto the car, so obviously for drag, in a drag racing sense you'd have a lot less aero weight on the car. I can't remember offhand what the weight limit is for this class, but basically all these cars are right on it and they have to put lead back into the car to bring them up to weight limit. So yeah, cool one. So we're here with Shane, one of the scrutineers for Honda Cup. Shane, do you just want to talk us through what you're looking for, what kind of safety elements or mechanical rules the guys have to adhere to that you guys check as part of this process?
Okay, we'll start with it's a K-series car, so we've got to make sure we've got to seal the engine for class rules.
What does that mean?
So like K24, you're only allowed to do certain things to them, so that's especially one of the things why we seal it. So then people can't run different cams and all sorts of other stuff.
So sealing the motor, have you got one of the ties here? So you literally drill a hole through the rocker cover? Through
the rocker cover and through the head or front cover in this case, and seal it up, and then if they want to get into it they have to get hold of one of us tech guys. And
cool. Okay.
So yeah, so obviously throttle body is controlled size, so there's different sizes you're allowed depending on class, so you're not allowed to go silly big, yeah. Other than that, it's just pretty much just safety stuff to make sure that nothing's falling off it and everything's in the right spot that it's meant to be. So
okay, well we'll lift it up in the air and have a squiz underneath and see what else is there is to check. Right,
so when we're up, you can check, make sure steering rack, cross members, everything are in the standard positions. In a N1 class, make sure you know all the steering joints and everything like that is meant to be all standard, no spherical bushes. Other classes you're allowed all that sort of stuff, so we don't need to worry about that. So make spacers on wheels, make sure only on front, so make sure they're no more than 10 mil.
Cool, and obviously I think there's some rules on Aero 2.
On Aero 2 doesn't have it, obviously in line with the
front axles.
And the front axles, yep. Same with the rear. So making sure nothing of the body underneath is chopped out.
Cool. Are they allowed full under trays? Nothing at all under the tray?
No, only as far as centerline axles, front and rear. So.
Yeah. Not bad. Most important part of scrutineering is the lunch, and so put on a feed for the boys. We've got some smoked pulled pork, was on the smoker all night for about 12 hours. So I'll just pull it apart. This is a little bit kind of visceral here, but this is what it looks like when a whole pork shoulder is being pulled into bits of meat. Got some buns and some slaw, and we'll do some eating. We're here with Steve Hughes, one of the drivers in Honda Cup in a H4 EK Civic. Steve, you just want to tell us a little bit about your car, what puts it in the class it's in, and maybe some of the class rules, and just talk us about the build.
Yep, so this is our H4 sort of spec car, so it's a production K24. Nothing really too fancy about it apart from the big throttle body and inlet and extractors. So we're sort of changing at 7,500 RPM, which is probably pretty low for a Honda motor, but it's all in the torque. So yeah, as you can see, there's nothing too special in there. And just pretty standard otherwise, just all hard race adjustable camber arms, which we get through Speed Science obviously. Adjustable coilovers, hand-cooked slicks, and some big brakes up front, and that's about all it is. Yep. So we're sort of churning anywhere between sort of 111s and 113s at Hampton Downs. Cool.
What about the aero package? Obviously it's got some aftermarket goodies on there.
It's just a pretty standard plywood splitter on a lip. A lot of guys now are running extended diffusers and splitters and actually a front diffuser as well underneath. We can't go too far back with our class rules beyond the front axle. And then on the rear, we're running some running bigger wings than others, but my one's pretty tame. And then you're allowed to run a rear diffuser but not cut away your rear bumper at all. So we're trying to keep true to the Honda body style and not cut away too much. But some of this aero is starting to really work well for us.
Choice one, man. Well, we're going to get some footage of the various Honda Cup rounds throughout the year, so we'll see Steve's car in action for sure. And yeah, good luck, Steve, for the season.
Thank you.
Mate. So that's it for Honda Cup scrutineering in Auckland. I know the guys had a scrutineering event in Hamilton, which is a city further south of here, last weekend, and some of those cars are going to be at the track in a few days at a private hire that we're taking Project X to. So stay tuned for the next video. We're going to have a chat to some of those guys, get some cameras in the cars, and of course a camera in our car, and go for a hoon. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned over summer, your winter if you're the Northern Hemisphere. We're going to be at all the Honda Cup rounds, getting footage inside the cars, talking to drivers, checking out the pits, what guys are working on. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss out, and we'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.